was late at night when a mother and daughter arrive home. The security camera at the front entrance records them pulling up to the gate of the house when out of nowhere, something very strange happens.
A plastic panda?
This video was posted by Mary Carmen, the daughter in this video, who lives on a small farm with a lot of animals.
Baby girl's as cross-eyed as a bat.
Now, the animals on this farm would do things that would make her feel as though she were taking care of children. To her, this place feels more like a daycare than a farm. But the biggest child, according to her, is her dog, who's known as Scott. From dancing with his so-called mom to going on boat rides whenever he gets the chance, Mary Carmen has a special place in her heart for Scott.
But
unfortunately, one night, something happened that left her completely devastated.
Oh, he turned into a werewolf?
She had come home with her mother after having dinner at a relative's when she found Scott lying in his bed. He seemed unusually quiet, which he never was. Scott had passed away. Now, it wasn't until grieving for days on end that she finally looked at the security cameras that captured Scott's final moments before passing. Based on the footage, he passed away only a few hours before Mary Carmen returned home. He was already gone before she came. But after looking at the footage of when she arrived, she immediately noticed something strange. What was captured had brought her to tears. Have a look.
Uh-oh. He came to greet her back home. He came to say goodbye. Oh no. Oh, that's really sad. He came to say goodbye. Damn, that's really sad. If I hadn't worked out today, I'd be covered in tears. Slathered in the stuff, you know, not like that.
A strange figure that looks to be a dog suddenly appears on camera.
It's a hot dog.
Mary Carmen believes that this may have been the spirit of her dog, given that he just passed away that same night. According to her, he seemed to be waiting for her to return home before departing. It's as though he wanted to see her one last time before going away forever.
Oh, come on, man. You're going to make all the viewers cry.
Mary Carmen watches this video to remind her that even though Scott is physically gone, he is still with her in spirit. But, like all videos, you be the judge on whether or not the ghost of her dog was captured.
Damn.
This next video was recorded by a security guard who was looking over at the security cameras inside a factory when he noticed something very strange. Somewhere inside this factory, a welder is working alone, but there's something about him that doesn't seem right. The security guard takes a closer look at the footage and immediately starts to feel uneasy. After watching this incident on the camera feed, he quickly calls over the welder to look at this video and explain what was happening in this clip. But just like the night guard, the welder was left completely baffled. He had no idea as to what was captured. Now, this video took place during the night shift, which makes this incident twice as creepy. Nobody else had been working at this factory except the welder, but according to him, another welder who had the day off had come by to visit him. They had talked for just a bit before the night guard called over the welder to look at this footage. But after watching the video, the welder was left speechless. This is what was caught.
Yeah, that nigga tripping on bath salts. He's on that Sherman Hemsley Love Boat. What the fuck? You just touched that ghost balls?
As it turns out, the other welder who had dropped by to say hi wasn't actually there. The welder, who's seen on camera, swears that he saw the other worker in full uniform, as though he was ready to work. They had even shaken hands, according to him. But when looking at the footage, no one appears to be there. Although pretty strange, this incident gets a whole lot stranger after hearing what happened to the worker who apparently had the day off. To their shock, the factory had received news that this worker had passed away in his own home. his cause of death remains unknown, but knowing that he died on the same day this occurrence took place has left the welder feeling spooked.
Oh, that's
Could it
weird.
be that the spirit of the welder's friend had paid him a visit during his shift? Or could this whole incident be explained by something else? As with all videos, there has yet to be a definitive answer to this question. In the following video, a band is getting ready to play in front of an audience by giving a small speech about their music and how the band came to be.
This is fucked. This is bad.
It appears that this whole event is a goodbye party for the band, as this will be their last show ever. Now the start of this video seems completely normal. However, only minutes later, something happens that leaves everyone feeling very unsettled. What happens in it is just downright creepy. Take a look.
Pero cuando entraron a la universidad, pues ya se deshizo el grupo, se mantuvieron un tiempo, pero no se pudo después. Y ya, pues ahorita me llegaron con esto de que casi que la última tocada.
This clip is fucked. What the fuck? What's she saying? Her mouth is moving. She's singing with the words?
As the band plays a song, someone or something can be seen in the background. This mysterious figure appears out of nowhere behind a TV while seemingly watching the band play. Even stranger is that whatever this was doesn't appear on camera till much later in the video. It's as though they or it was hiding from sight before somehow appearing out of thin air. But according to viewers, there's something else about this figure that's even creepier. If you look closely, you'll see that whatever this is hiding in a very tight space between the TV and the wall behind it. If this had been an actual person, then this must have been the slenderest individual ever seen, as otherwise, they would not have been able to fit in a space that small. To this day, it's still unknown as to what exactly was captured. But whether person or ghost, there's no doubting that whatever this was has got to be the stuff of nightmares. The following video comes from a man named Bobby who lives with his daughter inside a house where unusual activity has been happening recently.
Why does he have a flower on top of his eye?
Bobby can't shake the feeling that something is haunting both him and his daughter. He's been documenting these strange occurrences ever since they started, but out of all occurrences, the following has left him the most unsettled. Bobby's in his living room when out of nowhere, strange noises come from his bedroom. He grabs his phone and records the following.
It's either in my room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now. But it's crazy, yo. So, she's sleeping.
Yep. Hell no. What?
See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing
Somebody back there eating tea and crumpets, bitch?
I think it's coming from my room now.
What are we doing?
I don't know what that sound is, though.
Uh-oh. I don't like this shit.
Oh, what the f was that, man? Yo, f this. F this.
The sound of footsteps is heard right behind him, as though someone had walked into the room. Spooked out by the noise, he proceeds to close the cabinet and walk out. For the next few months, Bobby would continue to post videos of strange happenings in his home, but it's the most recent video that has left him the most concerned. He's alone at home when this is captured.
I know y'all hear the footsteps. I'm like shaking already. So early in the morning too. See, I know you hear them pacing in there.
I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. I don't like that shit one bit. With that nigga pacing around trying to build up the courage to open the door? Oh, hell no. No, 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 no.
Nah, get out of here, man.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that, bro. We have to roll out.
Hello? I'm like freaking out.
Mysteriously, the same room where the footsteps were heard opens up on its own. Like before, Bobby was spooked out of his mind, but it seems not as much as when the following incident had occurred. Bobby is once again alone at home when something unexplainable happens inside his daughter's room. This is what he captured.
Hello? See, there's her piano. Don't mind her room. She has so many damn toys. We gotta clean up like every day in here. Hello?
Hell no.
But at least y'all caught that part. Yo. Nope. I'm good. Nope. I'm good. Shut that. I'm telling you, every time I'm here by myself, man. See, look, her piano's still going off in there, man.
The toys inside his daughter's room mysteriously start going off by themselves. Now, not much else is known about Bobby's situation, but he continues to post these strange happenings on his channel. He hopes that someone will explain what's happening, as the activity in his house seems to be getting stranger and stranger. In the following video, a group of friends are having a small gathering as they all collectively sing to a song of worship. The person recording pans around the room to capture this harmonious ceremony, thinking that this evening will end well. But little did they know that something would happen during this gathering that would haunt them forever. Be sure to pay close attention, as no one had noticed it until looking closely.
Uh-oh.
Take a look.
I do not want to see it. Okay, Jesus. Nice looking hallway. Like, ah! Shit! Come on!
As the camera pans over to the hallway, a shadow-like figure can be seen bolting down the hall at a speed beyond human capacity. Its rapid movement and dark appearance were enough to leave the family extremely unsettled. Viewers believe that this ceremony might have had something to do with the sudden appearance of this figure. They can't help but think that this may have been some sort of dark entity that was provoked by the ceremony. Not much info is given on this video, so it's hard to be sure if that's so. But whether paranormal or not, the sudden appearance of this dark figure is creepy alone. It's around 2:30 in the morning when a man films himself reacting to online videos. The man in this video is known as Zark, and unlike his previous reaction videos, this one captures something that has left him extremely terrified. Now, this isn't the first time Zark was frightened by something in his home. You might recall from previous videos about the strange occurrences that his family encountered in their old apartment. From small pets that would often turn up dead the next day after being brought home, to clocks on the wall that would mysteriously stop working even though they were just recently replaced, It's safe to say that Zark has had plenty of creepy experiences, but nothing compares to what happened recently in his new home. Just like before, he gets on camera all that's been happening. The following are things that have taken place only weeks after moving into his new apartment.
Oh, only weeks?
So I hope you can see the clock is stuck. It's most probably a battery fault, but 2 clocks going at the same time, it's obviously is very suspicious.
I'll give him that. Pretty suspicious. What's that? Who's breathing? There were more fish initially, but they died shortly after being brought to Zark's house. Home security camera POV.
Bye, bye.
Suffice it to say, things have not changed since moving out. The same odd occurrences that took place in their old apartment are happening here as well. Clocks suddenly stop working, and pets mysteriously start dying. But creepiest of all, the doorbell goes off when no one is at the door. Now of course, it could be that someone had rang the doorbell as a prank like Zark mentions, but it's what happens only a few nights later that makes the doorbell incident all the more creepy. It's late at night when Zark captures this.
Nah. Oh. Could be worse.
Strangely, the keys to the door start moving on their own. Initially thinking that a breeze had moved the keys, Zark checks to see if there's a draft, but he finds nothing. The keys seem to have moved by themselves. Feeling pretty spooked, he tries his best to forget about this incident, but fast forward to only a few days later, and things get a whole lot strange. One night, Zark is making a reaction video while filming himself in his living room. It was past midnight, so he didn't expect anyone to disturb him, but little did he know that someone or something would still interrupt his video.
Uh-oh.
Take a look.
Oh, there is the white shadow.
Was it Slender Man? Uh-oh. Just check. Uh-oh. 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 We gonna come back with a brick? You better get a gun. Oh! Shit!
As if things couldn't get any more terrifying, this happens. A loud bang is heard at the door, scaring the living daylights out of Zark. He backs away slowly, fearing that something dangerous is at the door. But just like before, nothing is there. Naturally, he was scared beyond belief. In fact, he was so scared that in a follow-up video, Zark couldn't help but express his feelings about everything. Watching the video, you can see how much of an impact these occurrences had on his well-being.
You know, the ghost is not scary. They just f your life up. You see, the worst part of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any noise disturbance or I'm sorry.
Clearly, these occurrences have taken a toll on Zark's mental health. He can't help but think that something from his previous home has followed him into his new apartment. The activity won't stop, and it seems to be getting worse. However, for just a short period, nothing strange had occurred. But then one night, the most disturbing thing was caught on camera. Zark is woken up by someone knocking at the door. Treading carefully towards the door, he captures this.
Nope. No compadre. ¿Cómo estás? We don't want any. Don't bang the door. What you? Hell no. Nope. That look like a face. What type of weirdo shit?
Can you please stop it?
Don't open it, fool! Oh my God, who's the child? Daddy, you got hose?
The voice of Zark's child is heard outside his door, but when checking on his son, he's clearly lying in bed. If his child was in his room, then who or what was mimicking his son? Like previous occurrences, Zark is baffled by this incident. He continues to document anything strange that happens in the hopes that someone could help him and his family. But based on recent videos, it seems they have yet to receive proper help. So then, just what exactly is happening here? To this day, Zark has no definitive answer to this question.
Damn.
This is what was caught.
But they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Right. Just stay here, man.
Oh hell no.
Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known.
Don't be alarmed, we're Negroes.
Police! Anyone inside?
This motherfucker got telekinesis?
I'm gonna check downstairs, you get upstairs.
Damn this.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
This some Blair Witch Project shit. Hell no.
Downstairs clear.
The fuck? What was that? Nigga. I don't know about him. I'd have let off like 7 warning shots, bro. Ah!
Upstairs clear? Yeah. We're good.
Now, something that's odd about this video is that all the closets appear to be empty. Although somewhat strange, the video's description states that the homeowner occasionally rents out the house through Airbnb. So, as to prevent guests/renters from stealing personal items such as clothes, leaving the closets empty is necessary. Now, another thing that viewers point out is that the cops don't bother turning on the lights. This is actually normal though, as taking the time to find the light can spell life or death for the officer. All officers must be ready to confront any danger during a search, meaning that all their attention is solely given to the threat at hand. However, the doors opening by themselves when the officer searches upstairs, and the sudden footsteps heard right behind him are things that viewers can't seem to explain. Whatever it might have been, the homeowner can rest assured that nobody's inside. But depending if she's a believer in the paranormal, living with a ghost, or something else entirely, may be equally disturbing. This video, like most others, remains a mystery. On May 20th of 2023, a couple of nurses enter a section of a hospital that many doctors and nurses are afraid to enter alone. The section of this hospital is known as the Old ER, and it's a floor that's been abandoned for quite some time. Many patients have passed away on this floor, and some of those patients were children. Nurses claim that the floor of this hospital is haunted. One night, a group of nurses working the night shift decide to visit the floor just for fun. However, little did they know that something pretty terrifying would occur while being there.
White people don't.
The following footage is their video. Watch.
You guys, haunted ER? We're gonna go. Haunted ER, haunted ER. I'm really good too. Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even...
Camera.
Huh?
It's just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right. We got a chance for the haunted ER.
Oh god.
It's like...
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get a finish.
I'm not excited.
It's like a, we're getting on a... You nervous? Why are you nervous?
Because it's haunted.
Yep.
You're nervous?
Yeah. You handle things right, man. You can get yourself a toothy BJ from one of these semi-bad, attractive females right here.
What?
Oh.
Get yourself a handy J.
Yeah, it's just a little doll. They want his training.
Oh, it's a train doll.
Oh, this is some scurry shit. What's that in there? Is that a kid? That's a child.
Oh, that's so weird.
Why is that there? Why? That's a real ghost, right?
Oh, that's freaky.
The fuck is that? Why is that there?
Upstairs. It's way upstairs. Yeah, that's upstairs. Oh.
don't trust none of this.
Sorry, I thought you were about. I felt you were like right behind. It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera right now. Reflection.
They like see me? God, I feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh. God, oh. Why? Look at me. Oh, the lights are on. Go in. Go in.
No, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like that. I don't like that.
They using the power of 3 for real. There's bravery in numbers.
Yeah,
I ain't doing it.
with you.
Thanks. Ooh, this feels weird. Was that you?
Yeah.
This room feels weird. Ooh.
I don't do this. Up here it comes.
Oh! The curtain moved!
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
No,
It moved. It moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay! It moved. It moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that?
Oh! Nope. Run, white people, run!
As one of the nurses walks further into the room, a hospital curtain suddenly moves on its own. The nurse, terrified beyond belief, bolts out of the room at full speed, feeling completely unsettled. But then, within seconds of this happening, a cane mysteriously falls on its own. Now the following clip, which was captured by another nurse, shows the same exact incident, but from a different point of view. Take a look.
What? What?
The curtain moved.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Shut up. No, it didn't.
moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It
curtain
did.
move?
How did you not see that?
The nurses in this video believe that this may have been the ghost of a child who recently passed away in that same room. But, as with most occurrences on this floor, they also think that it could have been another spirit. Whether ghost or not, the nurses in this footage were left terrified by this mysterious encounter. In the following video, a group of friends are chatting over livestream and having a heated debate about a particular basketball team and its players.
Just wasn't meant to be.
Leaf, I gotta disagree with you, man.
Hold on.
All seems normal in this live stream, when only minutes later, something happens that scares the living daylights out of everyone. Be sure to pay close attention to Christie's screen, as what happens in it leaves everyone feeling very unsettled. Take a look.
Y'all need to build off of those two people and a couple of more pieces. I do like RJ Barrett, but I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just personally.
Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I ain't got time for this.
Yo, did we catch a ghost on stream?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Junebug,
Run it
chill
back.
out.
I gotta
I'm
run it
alone.
back.
Hey, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything, man. I was looking at
Turn on the lights. Stop playing, bro. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm gonna go look at it right now because this is what? Bro.
What? Junebug, what happened?
That was not a person, bro.
Bro, chill out. What are y'all talking about? J-Rob, stop playing. Hey, yo.
Upon slowing down the footage, a very faint silhouette can be seen walking past the camera behind Chris before quickly disappearing into thin air. In a state of shock, everyone forgets the conversation they were just having to discuss the pressing question at hand. Just what exactly had appeared behind Chris?
Bro.
What?
Now it isn't until later that Chris searches the apartment to see if anyone might have broken in. Fortunately, he finds no one there, but this only makes this occurrence extra creepy, as it seems to suggest that something other than a person had been caught on camera.
Did I see it, bro?
Oh, what the was
bro,
that?
and then Chris looked both ways like he.
I felt like a cold chill, but honestly, bro.
Oh my god!
The fact that Chris turns around when this mysterious figure passes by has left his friends thinking that he had sensed this ghostly presence. Just who or what had appeared in this live stream? Ghost or not, this occurrence has left both Chris and his friends beyond spooked. An urban explorer named Chris Hill returns to an abandoned warehouse and encounters something far more terrifying than the last time he came there. Previously, Chris had found a place that is believed to be extremely haunted. It wasn't until looking back at the footage that he took during this exploration that Chris realized he wasn't alone. Someone or something had been watching him throughout the entire night. Whatever this was, Chris can't help but feel that the supposed supernatural entity is the reason why he felt as though someone had touched him. Not sure what to make of it and disturbed by what the camera had caught, he made it clear that he'd never come back to this place. But it seems that Chris has had a change of mind, as his most recent video shows him returning to the site.
I'm back. And this is probably a very bad idea.
Very bad idea.
Now, whether or not viewers have convinced him to return is unknown, but if one thing is certain, it's that Chris does not want to be here.
Why is he there?
He takes the same path he took last time when exploring this place. And just like before, when he gets to a creepy corridor beneath the building, things start to get a little strange.
Wow. Yep, it's still really cold in here. Look, you can see my breath now. Look. Like, that's how you know I'm not lying. But look, I'll do it out here. You don't see my breath. But as soon as you come in here, oh my God, it's freezing. As soon as you come in here.
You can see that. Yup.
I don't know if the camera can see that, I hope so. But that's crazy.
The change in temperature upon entering the corridor is no doubt strange, but it's the following incident that's by far the strangest. When Chris arrives at the site where he felt as though someone had touched him, he's immediately overcome by a feeling of dread. Now, you don't have to look closely to notice a blue light in the distance. This is where Chris had set up the infrared cameras, which is the same spot where he set them up last time. Near the cameras, however, there's a small staircase that leads to a space below that Chris hadn't fully explored. He proceeds to check out the space and captures this.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
It's a weird noise in this room.
I hear people. Those are voices.
That's creepy. It's a weird noise in this room.
If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like someone whispering in a deep, monotone voice. Viewers agree that this alone would have made Chris run for the hills had he listened to the audio right then and there. But it's the following incident that did just that. As he heads back upstairs and arrives at the creepy corridor, things take a terrifying turn. This is what was captured.
Really creepy in here. As I walk, it sounds like people are talking. I don't know if that's just the sound of my feet echoing or what. It's really creepy.
That's not even funny, bro. We all had a heart attack on that one.
I know y'all heard that.
Yup, they jumping his ass.
That scared the out of me.
Immediately after Chris hears a noise coming from above, a piece of debris from upstairs hits the ground, sending him running out of the corridor in a panic frenzy. He arrives back upstairs, unaware that during this time, the infrared camera from below had caught footage of a ghostly figure walking about before suddenly disappearing. What's even more strange is that the figure appears only seconds later after the piece of debris had mysteriously fallen on its own. Feeling beyond scared, Chris looks around to find the piece of debris that fell.
This big ass box just fell on this grate.
Nigga.
Maybe it fell from up there. Oh my God, my heart's racing. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put the IR camera up here while I explore.
Way too brave. Way too brave.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I got the IR camera set up at the top floor.
By setting up the infrared cameras on the top floor, Chris hopes to capture footage of who or whatever it might have been that dropped the box. He sets up the IR cameras from below and continues to explore the place, specifically downstairs. But when Chris returns to where the IR cameras have been set up, this is captured.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you just got kicked. I was knocked out for about 10 minutes, so I increased the speed for a bit. Oh my God.
What the f just happened?
In a swift motion, Chris is yanked by an unseen force, sending him straight to the ground and knocking him out upon impact. Minutes pass, when he suddenly wakes up to find that he's been unconscious for a while. Realizing what just happened, he grabs his things and immediately leaves the place. With all that's happened, as well as the previous incident from last time, viewers no doubt believe that something sinister dwells in this place. Whether malicious or not, the question is begged: did Chris capture evidence of a paranormal happening? Or is there something else that could explain this? Although it's hard to be sure what occurred, one thing is certain: Chris is definitely never coming back to this place again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he ain't going back to that place.
This next video comes from a bus driver in Singapore who had no idea that his day would start off with a very spooky encounter. It's 7 in the morning somewhere in Singapore when the driver of a large double-decker bus checks the security cameras of both decks inside the vehicle. On his dashboard, we can see live footage of what looks to be an empty bus, but upon looking closely, something pretty unnerving is seen on camera. Take a look.
Pagi dah buat seram ah. tengok ni ya.
It's a person.
Okey, kat atas ni ada orang kan. Kiwak betul lah. Pagi-pagi dah buat seram lah. Habis boleh ada orang kat atas kan. Sial kan, tak ada orang kan. Berderau darah aku lah. Celaka betul lah. Aku puas jeritkan dia suruh turun tadi kat tempat turun orang. Nak bawa lagi sini. Pokemon betul lah.
As if seeing someone in what is supposed to be an empty bus wasn't creepy enough, the bus driver checks around and finds no one inside. It appears that whoever, or whatever was seen on camera, had simply vanished. If no one had been inside the bus, then who or what was this? On September 18th of 2023, a couple of friends are meeting up at a friend's house to practice for a dance recital. They'll be performing in a few days, so they want to make sure their dance is perfectly choreographed. Throughout the night, the friends record themselves dancing solo before eventually filming their collective dance. But fast forward to only a couple hours later, and something very strange happens. According to the group, they were playing a game inside a room when something pretty creepy happened. This is what was caught.
Up, wait, middle, down. Okay, I'll do the... Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a 90s dance.
Let's do it. You can only move when the lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. You have 5 moves to get to me. Oh.
What the hell?
Oh my
Turn
god.
the light on.
Sorry. Something fell, right?
Yeah, it was sitting right here. Was it?
And it just fell off? Okay.
Fell? No, that's feel this blew off. There's no way
It was
this
here?
fell. Feel how heavy this
I
is.
don't know.
Yes,
Oh,
it was sitting right here. Did you touch that?
No, she didn't touch it.
I don't know. That's I don't know. Maybe it was like. Wait. What? Was that already
Why is that
moving?
Oh my god. You guys.
Oh, hell no.
What the hell?
That was okay.
So what?
No.
What the
cabinet? Was
Oh my
it?
god. You guys, wait.
Oh my god. What is
Yo, haunted cup.
Wait, I'm really scared. What the fuck? That's probably like.
As if playing this game wasn't already creepy enough, this happens. Now, right before the video ends, a loud thump is heard on camera. Hearing this sound was enough to silence the girls, as they already knew what it was. It was the same crystal cube that had dropped earlier. This was strange, considering that it was placed securely on the shelf and has never fallen until now. Casey, who was in this video, further adds that it seems to have flown off the shelf, given how far it landed on the floor. It's as though someone or something had flung it. But even stranger are the events that followed afterward. A ceiling lamp begins to move on its own, and a shelf door pops open out of nowhere. Understandably, the girls ran away in sheer panic. Now, they have yet to post more videos explaining the events of that night, but until then, it seems that this incident will have no conclusive answer on what exactly was captured in this video.
We laughed. We cried. One of you guys out there probably got jump scared so bad you got in trouble by one of your parents. Make sure to comment, like, and or subscribe. It's your boy BlastphamousHD. Twisms.